Good morning. This is Stacy Lindsay, and I will be discussing stress and the military family. Military service comes with its unique set of challenges. Oftentimes, however, the stress of the service member's career and its impact on the family is often overlooked. Family member stressors versus civilian counterparts are extremely unique. Financially stable careers for spouses is limited due to constant moves, lack of experience, and hesitation on employers to hire. The stress of the military member greatly impacts the spouse. Deployments, maintaining the household, single parenting is often stressors upon the military spouse. Additionally, the military child is often left with minimal support, and some experts believe it's up to the state and federal government to implement policy to correct and make those children and their stressors more aware in the community. What are the concerns of our military spouses versus civilian counterparts? And what about the military child? Who endures the most stress? Introducing the experts, Dr. Susan Witt has a BI in psychology, MS in counseling psychology, PhD in clinical psychology, and is currently a professor at the Uniformed Services University of Health Science. Dr. Witt began her career focusing on counseling while attending USU's and finishing her PhD. Continuing her research on stress and the military, she published several articles relating to the military child. She is currently on the board of directors of the Society of Clinical Psychology, Division 12 of APA. She continues her career as a psychology department director at USU's. Dr. Regina Stanford has a BA in social work, a master's of social work, and is a licensed social worker. She currently works at the VA Medical Center as head of social work department. Dr. Stanford has been a social worker in the VA community for over 30 years, treating military veterans and their families. Her experiences include alcohol and substance abuse and domestic violence, and is a licensed family and marriage counselor. Additionally, she has written articles in and is the major presenter of the intern seminar on suicidality and crisis intervention. Last, she has served in the Air National Guard for 8 years. Dr. Susan Witt started her career upon graduation at USU's in 2007 at the Bethesda Medical Center. She worked with patients admitted for inpatient treatment, post-deployment, and assisted transition back to their military families. Continuing to focus on the military stress and military family stress, she continues to join the staff at USU's psychology department to instruct. She conducts monthly stress awareness and reduction classes to veterans within the Maryland, Virginia, and DC region. She believes in teaching the medical community to recognize depression, anxiety, separation anxiety, grief, and stress problems, focusing on the military community. Dr. Gina Stanford has spent nearly her entire career on the military members and their families. During her time in the Air National Guard, she worked in the mental health clinic and has deployed twice. She understands the complexity of military life and evidence-based practice. Dr. Stanford continues on the mental health of the community pre- and post-deployment. Additionally, she treats alcohol and substance abuse, stress management, and family marriage counseling. Military stressors have 4 subcategories: at home station, conventional work stressors. Number 2 is disaster relief and humanitarian stressors. 3 is deployed and combat stressors. And 4 is policing or peacekeeping at home station. Exposure therapy versus cognitive behavioral therapy. Dr. Witt truly believes that exposure therapy, psychotherapy, are prescriptions in order to treat mental disorders. Dr. Stanford, however, believes in cognitive behavioral therapy and especially teaching prevention and awareness to not only the military but outside the military community, and includes family in treatment. Combined, they both agree that cognitive therapy is essential in good mental health, and both of them are firm believers and follow the evidence-based practice. Here is a list of references both providers have used in their research.